What's up, everybody? Good to see you all today. Hope everyone's doing awesome. Let me load this in. So, there we go. Hey, TNT, what's going on? What's up, Sankey? What's up, Long Shadow? Good to see you.
Hello there.
Donkasy, Flying Dutchy, what's going on? Hey, Matthias. Camille over on YouTube. Hello, glad you're able to pop in and at least catch the beginning. What's up, Moose?
UHOH.
Thanks, bud, for 30 total months of Tier 1. That's absolutely awesome, man. You rock. Hope you're doing good today. What's up, Bluegrass? Good to see you. Except that I do like a 10 to 15 minute pre-stream intro every day, Coviers. You've been here long enough, you know that. Good to see you, bud. I'm gonna do my best to have some fun tonight, guys. I am just right in the middle of getting my whole schedule back on track, so I've been up since yesterday, before stream yesterday. So, because if I couldn't get any sleep when I needed to, and then when I finally felt tired enough to fall asleep, if I did, I was gonna screw up my entire schedule again. So I've just been up, and even after stream is over today, I have something else I've got to do that's gonna take up 2 more hours of my time. So it's going to be a long evening, but we're going to be here for it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to, continue the XCOM campaign. It's going pretty well so far, for at least now. And it really is mostly to the point of it's on me to lose it, you know? It's my game to lose, but the way things have changed, the way things have shifted, with the way the balance and the structure of the campaign is, there's no telling what might come along. So oh yeah, it's nothing new to me. Me and Insomnia have known each other for more than half my life, so 2/3 really. So just trying to get some semblance. So one of the only good things about the previous full-time job I had, which has been 2 years ago now since I was working there, was that as much as I despised the company I was working for, primarily my direct supervisor, there was structure to it. And it's very easy to get out of balance with having structure when I'm the one in charge of what I do every day, and I'm not the most responsible or capable person to begin with. So putting me in charge of everything, that's bound to have consequences. So, but more than that, it's just at the beginning, I've said this multiple times and I feel like I'm repeating myself endlessly, but the things that happened in my life and in the lives of people around me for the first part of this year just threw a wrench in all the works. So just trying to put things back where they belong so that I can be here consistently, 5 days a week, not just the 4 that I'm currently getting in, but trying to get back in another street, another day, probably Mondays. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens as we go. So either way, I'm here. And I'm happy to be here. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Nothing I'd rather get to do than hang out with you guys and play some fun games. Challenge ourselves with this continued campaign in XCOM. So let's do that. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, thanks for being here. I'm The Voice, and this is The Echo, where everybody has a voice. That means me, you, our games, our characters, our stories, our heroes and villains, successes and failures, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the wins, and the losses, and all things sci-fi and fantasy, particularly and especially gaming. This is a place where we come together to enjoy those things alongside challenging gameplay in a chill environment as part of an awesome community of amazing people. That's each and every one of you, whether it's your first time here, whether you're a long-time regular, whether you're a lurker or a chatter, whether you recently returned to the stream, stumbled in by accident, got here through a raid one day, found us on YouTube, are tuning on the YouTube side, or don't even know how you got here. The time you choose to spend here is awesome and amazing and extremely valuable to me, so thank you very much for that. And thank you for all the ways you guys choose to support the stream, the channel, the community, and me, and give me the continued opportunity to create this space, curate this experience, and share some good times, good vibes, and good games with a great group of awesome people. Today we're going to continue our XCOM UFO Defense Hard Mode Expansion Mod Superhuman Ironman Campaign number 3. We're coming up on June, so Mutons will be arriving soon. We're going to be ready, so let's get to work. You'll at some point catch up on sleep. The problem is that yeah, the problem is not getting sleep eventually. I'll get exhausted enough that I can sleep. The problem is when that sleep happens in the middle of the day and it throws off my entire schedule again. That's what I'm trying to get back into balance, is when I'm getting sleep. But again, it's something I've fought with for 20 years. It's not a new phenomenon in my life, so... Wow, North Star. It's a long time for a campaign, but I guess eventually they all end, right? We're getting there, Sierra. We're building lasers right now. Scatter lasers are coming in. So we're starting to get some actual firepower. I built a handful of laser pistols, but they're so mediocre that they'll see a small amount of use most likely, but not consistent. Matthias, I've commented on that a couple times before, but one of the things that you'll notice if you keep watching is Snakemen have a short appearance window initially, but they don't stop showing up. So all the races will continue to show up, less frequently as more populate the table, but Snakemen will continue to show up for a long time, heavily through the middle of the campaign. But I've commented on the exact same thing in the past, that they always felt like they had a lesser showing than I thought they should. So I wonder if that balance will get shifted at some point. How frequently are base defenses assault in this mod? Assaulting enemy bases is much harder, but you're much more pushed to do so in hard mode, because alien bases can field additional alien missions, including terror missions, the longer they persist, so you want to take them out relatively quickly if you can. It's not always possible. Base defenses happen quite frequently. I haven't had one yet in this campaign, but I think in Campaign 2, we probably had 20 base defenses across multiple different of our bases over the course of the campaign, and it's very common to play a vanilla campaign and never have a base defense, even on Superhuman. So, because it has the same variable to trigger retaliation as the vanilla game does. 20% anytime you shoot down a UFO, 20% to start retaliation. The difference is there's a lot more UFOs, so you're gonna trigger that 20% much more frequently. We've stabilized our score after an initial dip at the beginning of the month because of terror. We've gotten it back up to about positive 600-ish, but we need to continue to bring it up. So, there could be another terror mission this month, and if there is, we're gonna have to try to hope that it's not sectoid primary and try to actually do okay on it. Both long shots. Well, the base layout we have is so soldiers spawn in your bases both in living quarters and general stores, not just living quarters. So we have a choke point. Eventually, I'll probably get rid of this hangar. I often do in my primary base, and have my other bases laid out with a single choke point in a non-destructible module, which is the lift. So yeah, soldiers will appear in general stores and living quarters. The difference is I prefer general stores because it creates an unblocked long corridor with double doors all along it to be able to set up a firing line to the choke point. Whereas living quarters only have single doors, so tanks are not usable as well in a defense situation as they are with general stores. Jeez, it is gonna be a rough one today. It looks like activity's dropping, or score is dropping a little bit. I wonder if they got a base up somehow. I don't think they did, but only 120. 120 there as well. Lower. No spike. No spike. No spike. If they had a base up, I'd see it, so. We fought was the lab ship over the U.S.? I don't think it was. Well, or not just U.S., but North America in general. I'm gonna send Sky Striker 2 to do some scouting. Make sure they didn't get a base up over here. I don't think it's going down, so I don't think there is a base. Okay, they set up a base. All right. This is probably floaters, though, right? Because we fought the battleship, and it was floaters. All right. Oh, you are a scout. Hold on. All right. That's what I'm going to be short on. Smoke. Okay. Oh. Ammo. They don't have any secondary ammo. I'm like, why are they so... Well, they got so much room, because they didn't have any freaking ammo in. Okay. Good enough. Not enough scatter lasers for all of them. He's a little weak, too, as far as carrying capacity. Okay. Same deal. Okay. If this is sectoids, I won't be clearing it. We'll just be leaving, so... Most likely. Three drones all on one side is not great. Look, we did great on positioning. This is an edge. But it's middle. And they're in a corner, almost. Oh, not in a corner. That means the corner's here. Sweet. Floater? Floaters are rarely secondaries, so that's a good sign. All right. We won't be sitting up here for the entire mission, but for the start of it, while we kind of figure out where everything is, we'll kind of play it old school. I threw a smoke grenade down here. I guess it didn't make it. All right. Expected. No secondary deaths. But that's a disc down. It'll be mixed. So every base in hard mode will have a primary and then a small contingent of a single secondary species. In this case, it's going to be floater primary, most likely, with Reapers, and then a contingent of sectoid soldiers with between 2 and 4 cyber discs, usually. Yeah, the terror units are always indicative, or the soldiers will always tell you what type of units to expect on both fronts, whether they be soldiers or terror units or whatever. But we know that secondary sectoids will only be soldiers. So no leaders, no commanders. So we don't have to worry about psionics. The primary concern is cyber discs and blaster launchers. Sectoid leaders cannot appear because the secondary are always soldiers. Unless on certain ships they can sometimes take the place of engineers, but they cannot be leaders. The leaders will always be the primary species that's present. Terror unit spread is not entirely random. Usually the supporting race has a smaller representation. Usually a third or less of the terror units will be the secondary as opposed to the primary. Not always, and I don't have exact figures, but Too much smoke in offhands is gonna fuck with my accuracy too greatly. It's a holdover from the way that, you know, it's how you do missions. But sectoid elites. So sectoid leaders and commanders, sectoid elite leaders and commanders, and all ethereals have psionics. It's a Reaper, right? No, it is not. But if that fucker comes up here and blows up... in OpenXCom Extended, if I right-click, you see this little dot appear? They will reaction fire with that instead of the other hand. If I control right-click and it's red, they will not reaction fire with that item. So you can do that with like a rocket launcher so they don't blow themselves up. So I don't want them reaction firing with the cannon, but I don't need to take it out of their hand because the pistol's a one-handed weapon. So I just set their preference to the pistol for reaction firing. Don't waste too much ammo, guys. Well, the lasers don't run out, thank God. Another Reaper. So that's 3 Reapers. The disc is still right there. It is looking the other way. He's not gonna have enough. And a Hayek isn't guaranteed to take out a disc. It's just one of the better options. Nice. What are the odds a Hayek kills a disc? Not incredible. It's 110. And a disc is going to have 36 under armor, but it's going to take 60% reduced, or it's going to take 40% less Hayek damage. But it does hit all 4 tiles. So just figure the average roll at 110, reduced by 40%, but it's hitting all 4 tiles. So if you get it close enough. So it's not super low, but I'm not good enough to do the math, so... feel like that's a disc. I believe they have 36. $34. It's actually slightly lower. And yeah, 60% damage taken, so they have a 40% reduction on high X. They have 34 under armor and 120 health on Superhuman. 34 under armor, if I said 36 again. But yeah, 34. So 128 average damage. So it's there. And they have 128 health, or 120 health. So so it's basically a coin flip is what that it's a coin flip. That's what I needed you to do. Get that shot out of your system. Did it not look clearly as if that struck him? Ugh. Let's find out. It got it. That might have hurt us. They flashed, but they do have front armor, and it was at a distance, so... Okay, it didn't hurt anybody. Or at least not, it didn't wound anybody. Okay, good. Alright. Yeah. That makes sense, Olsen. So, let's call it slightly better than a coin flip. The problem here is this guy's gonna have time units to react. So I'll take the auto shot just to try to make sure he goes down. Good start. That's 2 discs down? Yeah. We blew up a disc here, and then, well, shot a disc there, blew up this disc. So we've killed 2 discs, 2 floaters, and the rest are... So we killed 5 Reapers? Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, it is. Haven't seen a blaster launcher yet, though. So... Okay. He's up on this tile. We know he's not there. He's got to be there, because that would have hit him dead. Silicoids could occupy some of the points because floaters are the primary. So, yes. I was like, I feel like I'm missing a drone. It's right here. This is a flyover, which is dangerous with floaters. We already saw a floater on this tile, and generally that floater will just go up and down here. So it's most likely it's a floater standing here. But we would also see fire if it was a silicoid moving around over here. I feel like if it was floater secondary, we'd have already been hit by psionics. Yeah, that's too many Reapers for floaters to be the secondary. We had some indication of that because we fought a battleship in the U.S. after we took out the Pact base. They were attempting to infiltrate again, so we had an indication that there was possibly a base going to go up in the U.S. again. I think we found it pretty quickly, which is good. Yeah, with 7 Reapers, it's guaranteed this isn't sectoid primary. So we can breathe a slight bit easier. I still have to be careful and not just deploy out, you know, we haven't taken out a single blaster launcher yet. And if we start deploying down in the lower rooms and one thing survives one turn long enough to mark our location, zip, boom, that's all she wrote. Hello, Rectoid. Boy, got cooked. A yacht of activity over there. Is anybody out there? Shabushki! Sir! Sir! That's 48! Your mom's a bitch. That's right, I said it, Floater. Does it have a mom? Donkacy calling its parentage into question. Wow. And I thought I was mean. Most of the alien species are a result of cloning. It's never specifically stated that floaters are a direct result of cloning. They are a result of heavy genetic manipulation. Sectoids, we know, are all clones. but it's not specifically indicated that they're necessarily clones. Drastically altered. Natural predatory beasts genetically engineered. So, definitely messed with. But, and most likely cloned. But some of them aren't. Skull, what is up? Welcome back for 14 months, Skull. Welcome back to the Echo. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing awesome. Also, we can see there's like no armor there. Also, they're weak to melee and acid. Ranked units of the species have an armor increased pattern of double, essentially. Not on the... yeah, double. They double their armor, except for the under armor. Only goes up a little bit. Okay, so if we concede that that floater is a clone, or at best heavily genetically altered, then someone was responsible for doing that, and that essentially takes the place of its mother, and that individual is definitely a bitch. So, I stand by my statement. Quiet. What if its creator is a male? I've known many males who are definitely bitches, okay? Bitch is no longer, in this day and age, a gender-specific term. Bitch is an attitude. Bitch is a mindset. Bitch is a way of carrying yourself. Donkacy? Why are you trying to tear down the good things? Are you an alien sympathizer? Is that what that's what I'm detecting right now. Sympathy for the floaters. Are you a floater spy? I'm watching you. Laser pistols suck, but we knew that going in, so. I want to make a comparison here. 60% accuracy. It's the same. Okay. Snapshot range 9, aimed 15. A little bit better range. 2 tiles. It's not nothing. Well, see, that's the difference, Cursed. You said if you're relying on armor, you already screwed up anyway. With the 0 to 200% range, you can't rely on armor. But with the 50 to 150 range, you absolutely can rely on armor. That's why some people prefer that. Is because when you invest in something, you can then often rely on it to do its job. Like armor. That was a sectoid? I don't know what we killed over here. Glad it didn't get a shot off, whatever it was. Scatter lasers are big upgrade. Again, I think that's entirely dependent on which of the two damage systems you're using. You say you shouldn't rely on it, but if I'm using the 50 to 150 system, damage system, I know how much damage their weapon does, and I know it can't possibly kill me through the front. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to rely on that. All right. My nose is so completely raw from just the allergies for days. We're getting some reaction training here, which is kind of terrifying. How many Reapers is that now? Jeez. 9? 10? A lot. What did we kill down here? We got a kill over here. From that angle? Damn. I need to move to the side. I mean, I guess it's been working. There must be 2 dead on there, which would mean they were floaters, because that means they flew up and then landed right there and then got shot. Okay. Dog hair. What a treat. Another. I'm not gonna move him if it's gonna continue to work. I don't know how he's making that shot consistently, but I'll flip and take it. That's another one dead on that tile. There's got to be 3 bodies stacked up there. I'm gonna look at the voxel for this. So if I go to him, let me see what he sees. Open XCOM 1. He can see the drone from there. And the drone is so short, that means he sees a full-sized unit there. A good chunk of them. You can see it there. Surprising he has that good of a field of view to that tile, but alright. If it ain't broke, don't break it. Something like that. I know what it is. It's a joke. Yes. Yeah. The yellow or orange there is the drone's hitbox. The only problem here is I can't see the drone's inventory. I know it's 3 dead floaters, but I don't know if they're floaters carrying, like, blaster launchers. So I'm gonna need to find that out. Yeah, so... Oh, I wonder if you can take... Yeah, I can take from the drone's field of view. If you hit F10, whenever you're selected on a unit, it'll screenshot the voxel view that unit sees from their point of view, so... Is the vision mutual? Probably, but he's getting the first shot every time because they have to move into the tile and then take a move, so... So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scan first. And then you're going to go here. Okay.
Smoke.
Killed the mutual vision. I clipped him, but I didn't kill him. Okay. Rough angle. He's bleeding. It's quiet over here. Another Reaper. Good. Hello. I said hello, Reaper. Gonna shoot you. Come on, join the joyride. Be the joyride now. I said hello. Get wrecked. I shot you. Okie dokie. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Alright, let's get on smoke. Okay. It's a four-way. So he doesn't want to come through that side. Makes sense. Are you looking at me? Which tile are you on? Ooh, that's a shotgun. How much do I trust Bjorn's shotgunning skills? Actually, if there's no mutual fuck. Okay. There is mutual vision. Balls. There's not from there. Alright, you're dropping a smoke. I blew his non-existent legs off. Okay. It's dangerous. This is less dangerous. I wanted to relay a proxy, but if I try to throw a proxy to him and it lands here, problem. Relay a high X. A real hot potato. Kabooshki. So relying much more on soldiers, less on proximity grenades, but still hesitant to delve into the base given our deployment is quite separated. We only have a single drone on this side, and I'm relying primarily on the weapons that have unlimited ammo, because, of course. Hooah. Okay. Let them expose themselves to my gunfire, not the other way around. He got a step closer, but he still got blapped in the freaking face. How long am I up right now? Yeah, about 31 hours, something like that. nothing over here that's gonna shoot me in the back. And after stream, I'm gonna be up for at least another 2 hours. And then hopefully get some actual sleep and reset. That's the plan. The goal. It's the goal and the plan. Hello, blaster launcher. The good thing about a blaster launcher wielder is he has nothing to reaction fire with. Anywho. Alright, let's make sure that this just happens. One of you has to have a high X, right? No. Balls! Balls! Easy clap. Easy. Nope. No clapping. Alright. Let's call that less than ideal. Nice job, Jat. We're about halfway through their crew complement for this base. But it's... That was the problem with him taking that last shot, and I contemplated whether I was going to take it or not, and I did. That was the risk, is that he was going to get shot through the lift because he was stuck on it, but... Yeah, they got close. Wow. Alright, shoot. You. If you're going to shoot, shoot. You're gonna shoot, shoot. Don't talk, shoot. Thank you. Thank you. Gentlemen, one more. You're all done? Good. Alright. You need to shoot, shoot. Don't. Fucking vestiges. You need to shoot, shoot, don't talk. Alright. So we've killed one that we know had a blaster launcher. No blaster launchers there. Standard clip. Okay. So this is the only guy we've killed that we know is holding a BL. I think. Oh, shit. I need this to shoot if it has any reactions. It shouldn't have two shots Because it would have had to have moved from beyond 10 tiles. I need you to step back so you don't get clipped here. It blew up a ton of equipment, but it's better than it blowing up our soldiers. Is that the third disc that I've taken down? You can see how much a step up in our weaponry changes the dynamic. Previous to this, cyber discs are just like, the fuck are we gonna kill that with? And now, it's fairly consistent and reliable with the scatter laser. The difficulty there is that you have to fucking be close. The advantage we had here was that the explosion doesn't propagate through the floor or through the lift, so I could kill it from there. $27. We're doing okay. They did kill one soldier, though, so that's going to mitigate them panicking by quite a few turns. And could mitigate them panicking entirely. It's very, very quiet. Yes, I am very, very sneaky, sir. Drop the base. Oh, we're getting converged on. Ooh. Wait a second. Okay. It's the only drone I have on this side. But what if the drone moves this way and they reaction fire and kill each other? Oh, come on. It was so good. It was right there. It was right there. Oh, come on. Come on! It was so close! It was... Yeah! No! Hot... Ah! Why are you there? Okay. Oh, this is sketchy. The problem with this sniper is when he comes up to here, he's gonna see this soldier. But I don't know what his time unit situation is right now. This drone's almost certainly dead. Son of a bitch. That drone's gonna get killed. Destroyed, whatever you want to call it. By this guy. Almost certainly. This is the downside to not covering our entrances with proxies. It's better than the soldier dying. There's no mutual vision from this tile. Good job, kid. Stay with it. Oh. Whew. Excuse me. Gotta lock in. Was not really expecting to do an alien base today. You did it! Ba, 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 ba. We went from the lift and we went all the way to the soldiers. We did it! Dun, 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 dun.
You said clear.
I said it looks clear.
It does.
What's it look like now?
Looks clear.
Looks clear.
Yeah, I agree. It looks clear. He didn't die? Inconceivable! You keep using that word. I didn't think it means what you think it means. Whoever he is obviously seen us with the princess and must therefore die. You carry her. Catch up with us quickly. If he falls, fine. If not, the sword. I'm going to do him left-handed. You know what a hurry we're in. It's the only way I can be satisfied. If I use my right, it's over too quickly. I'll have it your way. He has mutual vision to all these tiles, so... We shot the drone. You little Don't shoot my drone! Who raised you? Not a mom. We discussed that already at length. You don't have one, and if you did, she'd be a bitch. Yeah, got him. Your non-existent mother's a bitch. Ooh, burn. It's not a very good one, but it's got an element of truth to it, which is why it stings so much. Hello, sir. Yes, I see. Go here. And yeah, there's a proxy in that corner. Boomski. Ooh, clipped him in the freaking dome. In the freaking dome. My rounds enter, his brain leaves. My rounds enter, his brain leaves. Okay, 35. Very close. Very, very close. Don't chomp my drone, Mr. Reaper. That's not a chew toy. Bad dog. Bad alien doggo. No, we do not bite drones. Right into the danger zone. Take it right into the danger zone. Where are you? Yes, over here, like the bitches you are. I haven't made my enemy what it is. It is what it is, and that's all that it is. But it is, in fact, a bitch. There's only about 10 aliens left, so we saw 3 of them on scan. Oh, he'll be coming around that corner when he comes. He'll be coming around that corner when he comes. Okay, so you're gonna take the. You don't have a proxy. You're gonna. Why did none of you have proximity grenades? Ha! I was told to give this to you? Nope, not that tile. Would have been fine, but still a proxy there. Nice, Sierra. I like it. And boom. Boom. Walk over the grenade, you turd monkey. You ran away. Just proving my point about the status of your bitchness. Don't know why I needed to sound like a Skeksis there, but, you know, such is life. Land pop. They are cowardly. They don't even defend their own front doors. We're basically standing in the entryway to their house, and they're just like, nope, just ignore that. Not gonna go in there. We're doing things in your entryway. We're not taking off our shoes. We're tracking mud all over the place. What are you gonna do about it? We left the door open. All the AC's going out. You're paying to air condition the entire southern United States right now. You gonna come do anything about it? No, because you're bitches. That's upstairs. I don't think he's standing there. If the first 20 guys went to defend the front door, I'd be rethinking the tactic too. That's not untrue. But also, like, don't they have a duty? Duty. To defend their base? Whew. They're always right on the periphery of my scan, making it very difficult to make the decision to go out. All right. Alright, I'm gonna give it a few more turns, and then I'll probably have to go external to the entry, but... Come on, guys. Just come die. It's what you were made for. Which is an accurate statement. All right. God, there's only like 10 of them left, but that's enough to just destroy us.
Smoke.
It's gotta be upstairs, right? Yeah, so he's standing up here. The base attack missions, the colony assaults in TFTD are absolute garbage. They're horrible. And I almost never do them, like, at all, because you don't need to. Dose, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Echo. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing awesome today. Thanks for popping in. I'm not a patient person by nature. At least I don't know if that's true or not, so it's probably not. But in this game, generally, I maintain a high degree of patience because it requires such. He's not looking at us. But the colony assaults in TFTD are just absolutely horrible. It's a two-stage. On the surface, you deal with a lot of close-range terror units, and you deploy in a very constrained area. And beyond those, you deal with disruptor pulse launchers and molecular control attacks. And then if you do make it to the interior, mostly intact, you have to deal with a 4-leveled, tight-quartered base with 30-something lobstermen and 9 tentaculates in it. No. I don't want to. The only time I remember doing colony assault in TFTD anytime in my last number of playthroughs was basically just rushing straight to the to the control unit and just blowing it up, and then just being like, okay, fucking done. And that's still not a short task because of what it requires to get there. You definitely have that line of fire. terrible shooting. Okay. No, it's not always the same map. The surface is always the same map. The interior is randomly laid out. Oh, excuse me. That was the bleeder. Probably somewhere over here, but we saw that the one who was holding a plasma rifle was bleeding, so. Yeah, the final mission is always identical maps. Well, the surface isn't. Hold on. Yes, it is. No, it's not. The surface is the same number of enemies, but somewhat procedurally generated. Levels 2 and 3 of Teleth are identical every time. No, the first level probably is as well. I'm so tired right now that I can't even think and remember things that I know, like, just as point of fact, so. Alright, Bjorn. Nice. Nice. That was really nice. There's a guy on the lift and I don't care. He's gonna come around this way. Well, actually, he'd have to go up and around and through this door. These two modules, these four corners, are what's fucking keeping them from getting to us in large part because it's just such a stupid path to navigate. First panic. Okay. There's about 8 left, based on the bar. I know these aren't the most exciting missions early. This is still early, by the way. We have a handful of laser weapons. We're not exactly deep in laser tech. Oh, man. Really? Quite. Come on. That was the blaster bomb. Killed himself with it. And probably wounded that guy. If he didn't wound him, that guy certainly shit his pants. Jim, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know, man. This freaking... Just gotta fire it. That literally makes no sense. Now I'm sneezing again. Oof. Excuse me, sorry. A small lawn chair? Get wrecked! If they were panicking before, it's just gonna get worse. Unless I killed all the panickers and then everyone else was like, no, we got this. You do not, in fact, got this. That's a blaster lawn chair. Shabishki. That's an aimed shot? Did you aim at the floor? I'm not going for a commander capture here, no. I'm not going for any live captures here right now. Hello. Oh, he ain't got no weapon. He ain't got no weapon. He ain't got no weapon. Now he's gonna die. Three or four enemies left. That's our count. Movers and shakers. Are you in the air? No. He has to be on the ground there. Tough spot to get a shot on. We did check it. I actually linked the voxel view that the soldier had. There was no blaster launchers there. It was just regular floaters with different equipment. Don't run away. Don't turn around, 'cause you're gonna see your face breaking. Don't turn around. I don't want you seeing me shoot you. Just walk away. Gonna destroy your base, then I'm leaving. You're letting me go, but I won't let you know. My masterful freestyle blending of classic melodies such as Ace of Base and classic XCOM. That's how you know I'm tired. It's been a good day. Ooh. Ooh. Gee, what happened in this hall? Oh, it's a garden. Okay. That explains the odd positioning. Alright, Ugh. I feel like I'm sending someone out there to die if I send them, so. I could scream out loud. So he's standing on that tile. Wish I could say to you, don't go. It's just never gonna have a shot. Hey! Pistol and a knife, and I don't care. I didn't check the other side, and I should have. I need you to actually move, sir. Okay. That could have been the end of it. It wasn't. Obviously, because we're still here. I'm guessing at least one of the ones I'm missing is the one that was in this garden. Heard a door. No doors in the garden. That's a lot of bass. Gotta pick that up. That's one alien. Time there is one alien turn. One singular scumbag unit. Suffer and succotash. It's a single scumbag. But where are you, scumbag? It's the command center. There are you, scumbag. Oh. Wait. Don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Oh, this is dirty. Come on, you had that. It was so good. Fuck you, just die. All right. Where did you go, my sectoid? Where did you go? I wanna know. Are you fucking kidding me, game? Not the last alien. Got a little complacent there. Where did you go? I wanna know. No, there's no reason that an unarmed, panicked alien doesn't just die there. Gotta be down to 1 now. I was almost certain it was 1 before, obviously. I said as much. It's gotta be 1 now. Where are you? That's not an instant turn. Is it a 4 tile that's trapped? I don't think so. That's pretty rare in a base. I'll check when I hit the end turn again if it was actually instant end turn. I don't think it was. It was not. Found him. Just gotta kill him without him killing a soldier. Losing a drone just makes it harder, but is still preferable to losing a soldier. So he was here. Right there. Went for the drone. Oh, shit. Damn low energy. All right. That's where I figured he'd go. Look, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back too hard here, but That's a hard mode base. Yes, done with a very distinct and relatively tedious and boring strategy. But that's a base in hard mode with only one soldier lost, without relying on proximities for the entire thing. We did lose 3 drones, but that's what they're there for. And I could have avoided that death. He didn't need to take that last shot, but look at the reaction training we got. That's super rare. I don't get reaction training because it's so hard to rely on reactions in hard mode. Spicy. That's a rough one. And a lot of kills. As a Rocketeer, primarily. Yeah. Thank you for your service, Bizarre All. Base done! Score racked! I am way too tired. Oh, man. All right, let me see. Let me check my research trees and things. Okay. So you have to go back and do the other side to then get it to laser cannon junctioned. Okay. Good. I gotta do armor repair, because these alloy vests are gonna need to be repaired, and then personal armor is not far behind him. Yeah, Eduardo, I caught a little bit of that in the last little sections of his, and you can definitely do it. I just avoid psionics in the vanilla game, because they're so overpowered. We did it in I did a 10-man campaign where we only used 10 soldiers for the entire campaign. 2 of them had good psi strength, and literally that's all we needed to win the entire campaign. It was boringly easy. Now, I know psionics are balanced a little bit more in hard mode, but I haven't used them in my previous 2 hard mode campaigns. I don't know if I will here or not. I find them to be so powerful as to diminish the quality of the game. For me, personally. So, what I was thinking, Matthias, along that line is, I had talked about this briefly in the previous campaign, when we did campaign 2. I have improved psi strength enabled. And I enable that because it feels somewhat, you could kind of logic it, that through constant exposure, someone could get better. But I primarily enable that because I only use the psionic stats defensively. I had considered in the previous campaign that I would, like, if a soldier came in with 100 psi strength, naturally, organically, when we recruit them, they have 100 psi strength, make them, you know, train them to actually use psionics. So it would only be like the pinnacle, you know, of the soldiery would be able to use psionics. So that we would keep it to a very small number of soldiers to be able to do it. Could maybe do something like that so that you can use it as a tool for the missions, but not as the only thing you use. Not sure, honestly. Okay. Oh! Maintenance is at a casual 7 mil. Spicy. Spicy cost. That was big. Spotting that base and taking it out relatively cleanly. That's big. That's a battleship going full clip. He's not angled at anything, though. All right. I would love to see one more mission before the end of the month, because we are a little bit under our maintenance threshold. Huh. Okay. Is that coming for retaliation? It's not coming right at us. It took off. It went into orbit. Ooh. Ooh. I got just enough fuel to pop you. What are you? Fighter? Okay. Kick W. Well, he obviously does it in pretty bite-sized pieces, right? At least as far as how fast he's uploading and playing through it. So I can see that. But I've done 2 campaigns fully, and I'm in my 3rd one now. But I do it for, on average, 4 hours a block, as opposed to 35 minutes or, you know, an hour. But I do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I said we'll do it live. What are you? You're getting wrecked. That's what you are. Ho! Come on. You don't get to get out of there. Get in there and kill him or he's going to kill you. Get back over the land. Get your ass back here. Not in the jungle. Not in the jungle. Fine. Wow, didn't get it down. All right. It's very low anyway. It might land. Yeah. All right. I took extra close range soldiers during the base assault. Obviously, I was gonna be quite dependent on shotguns, and as I was, so just reshuffling who's on the crew right now. You know what? Keep that. Not gonna give you a laser pistol and watch you flounder with it. Not their fault. Pistol's fault. Blame the tool. In this case, yes, I do. All right. There. So this is an intact sentry ship, and this is a shot down fighter, crashed fighter. All right. Whoop. Cave? We don't need no stinking cave. Go ahead. Bitch. 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 Yeah, you got the triple bitch treatment. That's what happens when you're a triple bitch. Nice. One scumbag down for the count. But he's a snake man, so he's probably too stupid to count anyway. 1 out of about 18 for this ship type. I always feel like that Snake Man's watching me. But I'm gonna shoot him in his forehead. I might be able to sneak a shot. Ooh, get clipped, sir. You done got wrecked. You got wrecked, you got Shrek'd, you got owned. That's ours! You're supposed to shoot him! A tank that's a scumbag sympathizer. I never thought I'd see the day. Even the AI sympathizing with the bad guys. That's better. AI. Wait, what does the A stand for? Artificial. Oh. So what is the I? Intelligence. Ah. Well, the ship can only be in 1 of 2 places, here and here. So... Hey! Who asked you? Who do you work for? What a shot! Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, scumbag. You give Snake Man a bad name. Fuck you! I had a moment there. What are you doing? They're double stacked, double ready to get double wrecked. You absolute pissant. Azizi. He said, "This is easy. I'm Azizi." Double kill. Oh, The fuck did you come from? Got a fucking face made out of titanium. Bulletproof, nothing to lose. Fire away, fire away. Die! Mutons can't get here fast enough, so I'll just have to be a muton. Get wrecked! You T-Rex sounding ass. Oh, hello. Yes, quite. Well, it's gotta be the heavy. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-dum, 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 ba-da-ba-da-boom. Who the fuck said that? How did the drone completely miss him? I don't know if their gun works. She's not very strong, so... Never mind. She good. She got this. You got this, homie. My nose, the skin on my nose is so raw from rubbing it and from sneezing and it itching just constantly for days. Ah! The hill's in the way. The hill's in the way. With the sound of snake men. Oh. He didn't die? Slightly improbable. That guy will be dead now. Yeah. Time units. What even are they? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Well, a bird, bird is the word. Well, a bird, bird is the word. Have you heard about the bird? Everybody knows that the bird is the word. Meow. Surfing bird. They got one. And they hurt that one. Not bad given the distance. Hell yeah. Shabushki. Get rectified. Seven enemies. That should track. 2 here. 4 there. I thought I saw another one too, but no. What do you have? A shotgun? You bitch on a stick. The problem here is that moving across sand takes a lot of energy. And we're definitely seeing that. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna block the door because I want to move these soldiers up. And if a snake man comes through the door, I want him to have to use time units to shoot the drone instead of the soldiers. It's catching up to me. Don't do it. That you can do. Now this one hasn't shot, so... It's a good thing we didn't clip him with only like 1 round. And then he'd get to reaction shot. There we go. Like if he didn't die. If he died, he wouldn't get shit. Now I can shoot in here, but I'm gonna destroy the Illyrium. So I think what I'll do is just block the door with the front armor. Woo! Tanky son of a bitch. Hey, Azizi. I trust you, Azizi. How much did his shot do? Big hit, small hit. It was a big hit. It just didn't kill him, even with an alloy round. Unfortunate. He was a good soldier. He hadn't been named yet, but he was a good soldier. He hit. He landed his shot on an enemy with relatively low armor. It's not like they're super high armor. They're not sectoids. You know, they're not super soft, but... they're not mutons. More than the armor, they don't have the health of those units. There's gonna be one standing here. Oh god, he's a lot closer. How does the first shot ever miss? That's the stupidity that we're dealing with here. I don't know if my count's off or... oh god. My count must have been off. Yeah, I just didn't count properly. Happens. We lost a good soldier there, but it is a recovery. When we need the money, too, importantly. Azizi Binti Zahari. Didn't have good bravery, but solid stats and had performed so far. But a plasma shotgun with an Illyrium clip's gonna chew through most things, including Azizi. This is a crashed fighter. So, 10 enemies? 12 enemies, excuse me. I love when they have shotguns and I'm getting to move underneath the Sky Ranger, because as you can see, their shots are hitting all kinds of obstructions and not my units. With some distance, that works consistently. If they're right on top of you, I don't fucking care, but... it's Shabushki. Get wrecked. That's 2 of 12 dead. 2 of 12. It's like a Borg designation. I didn't put smoke on that drone. It was a problem, or a mistake. Ain't nobody need to see your tip-tapping toes. I'd like to know where I saw them. No, but like, seriously, where the fuck was that? shelves right there. Gotcha. I wouldn't say they're OP. They are very strong, but shotguns in general are quite strong in hard mode, and honestly, they should be. Shotguns are a very dangerous weapon in warfare. But the scatter laser is definitely a substantial improvement over the regular shotgun. This is probably just confirmation bias, and I'll talk it out to fully explain what I mean. Scatter lasers feel more accurate, even though the accuracy is literally the same for both guns. And I think what happens there is there may be a difference in the way the mechanics of them work, but I don't think there is. Because I think the shots are just visually different, but programmed the same way. What's more likely the case is that by the time you get scatter lasers, you have at least a couple soldiers, probably, who have lived a little while and have better stats. So by the time they start using the scatter laser, they're more accurate, and so you're like, yeah, this gun's way better. The soldier's better. The gun is better too, but the soldier's also gotten substantially better, generally. It could be. I don't know, but it's definitely possible. Surprise! It's a beeping present. Enjoy. Beep 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 beep. The night, oh yeah, the rhythm of the night. That's an alloy round rifle. You're a sectoid. Did I ask if there was something in your way, or did I tell you to shoot? Bitch, I am about to take your gun away. Yeah, until they miss at point blank range, which is what a shotgun is known for, missing when you're literally touching the target. It's happened so many times, it's a meme at this point. Yep. Knew he was gonna be there. I said it, but not out loud. I said it in my head, that there's always one right here at the mouth of this cave, but I'm so tired I thought I said it out loud. I did not. I did, in fact, not speak those words. That thought was an inside thought. Shotguns were, and still are to a degree, exceptionally strong on their first time that I ever played with them in hard mode, and such to the point that they were subsequently nerfed. I think the nerf went a little too far. With the fuck he just did that? Alright, it was a shotgun. Okay, we're about to have some disagreements, game. The fuck are you smoking? Nice reaction kill. He didn't have to move to see me through that smoke. I had to get to here to be able to see him. And in one turn, you're taking the piss, game. You know that? I know there's another one here, but I'm also down to one drone. No, I have a drone here at the door. Okay, I have... Wow, that snakeman went right past that drone. That is surprising. It's not a great idea to stand opposite sides of the door. If an alien steps out and they crossfire, they could shoot each other, but... Whoa, there's a proxy over here. Sometimes I remember. I know what's gonna happen here, so... Yep. I should have left the drone in front of the door. I could easily shoot over it, but now the other alien can walk out, making little mistakes that are going to compound into problems. Or at least could. Okay, my count was going to be off by 1, and that's the guy. This should be the last one, and he should be standing right around here. Yeah, he was. It's not the last guy, so my count was off by 1. And now I gotta find this fucker. Without... It's not in here. It's probably this cave, which is probably lazy on my part, but... Alright. I thought I had the count right when I saw that one body. The hell is it? There's no tile that it can be trapped on. Another one at the back, okay. Actually landed right there, which is probably the better spot. Oh, God. Now I'm gonna get shot in the back. Fucking hell. Oh! Damn it. Should have scanned before I moved up. I didn't think he'd clip back this way. Obviously he did. And every fucking one of them has Illyrium ammo. Damn it. Alright. I made back a lot of money, though. Alright. It's scouting. God, it curved like it was coming in, but it's scouting for That's a retaliation scout. This has got to be close. Come on. It's coming up on June. Let's get those heavy laser autos out. Medium scout will land. Maybe. Yep. Medium scout, 12 enemies. Looks like rectoids. Oh. Sure. Why the fuck not? The fact that he even got that shot off is crap. The drones have really high reactions, and he was facing him. I guess you gotta cheat, huh, game? Yes, I know you can see that. I've already seen that alien 5 times. Stop telling me. Yeah, you're done, sir. This guy can't reaction shot because he's only holding a sword, so. That's one. Best weapon to use here because there's a backstop. Wherever this hits, he's dying. That's two. Sir cheats a lot. That's three. Four. It's really close to that door. Nice throw. They need to get named. Five. It's a good opening turn. There's only one door. Oh, no, there can be interior doors because of the alternate layouts. I was about to say there's only one door. Why am I hearing it open so often? But there are Mordor. One does not simply walk into Mordor. Double kill. Ooh, sneaky bitch. Hey, you're sneaky bitch. Right on. Hey. You have this shot? Brother. Well, you can't walk into Mordor, but Uber goes there, so it's not too hard to get in. Where's my other drone? Oh, yeah, dead. It was literally the first thing that happened on the mission. You suck balls. And, I mean, whatever you're into, but that's just the facts. These are the facts of the case. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, or else there's one more, like, back over here. There could be one back here, actually. Not a cave. Disturbs my slumber.
In his honor, as he's humble servant.
I knew there was one back here. Fuck yeah! I got you, bitch. I knew you were gonna be there. Look at where he was and where he moved. If she was still standing here, she's dead. She gets gutted by him. Alright, the 3 drones need to be repaired, but even after we repair the drones, we're at 800,000 profit and score. Alright. Good little mission. Good little mission. Oh. You shouldn't be that far behind. It just comes down to when I hire enough soldiers for more promos to go through. But I don't know if there's other sergeants ahead of you. Let's see what we got. That's pretty mediocre. I'm not sure what to make them. That's a scout. Scout. Medic. We're about to be at the end of the month. I'm just gonna secure this score. prick on a stick. He's avoiding the water. Fine, I'm just gonna put you on the deck. I don't know if I'll do the mission, but... I didn't... Stop being a pain in my ass. Thank you. South Africa's a little unhappy, but nobody left the council, as far as we can tell. Funding went up. Maintenance is 13 mil, but we still got 4 left over. South Africa's where that's where the terror mission happened, so no wonder they're pissed. Alright, folks. It's going to be an early night tonight. I'm running on absolute fumes. I know that's been the story for weeks now. I'm doing my damnedest to try to reset my schedule and get things back to normal, but I'm not going to put on a good show if I'm sitting here falling asleep and barely able to pay attention. And the last thing I want to do is get the campaign in a rough spot because of where I'm at. So I've got to do a couple more things tonight, and then I had that much sweet tea today, and I haven't had a soda or coffee or anything. So I'm trying to keep my caffeine intake to a minimum so that I can hopefully actually sleep. So, I really appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. I didn't expect we were going to do an alien base today, but it went really well. So we took out an alien base, got a positive score done for the end of May, and we're going into June now. Score is good. Bases are okay. We need to get a crew at the 3rd base, and we need to get more lasers out. Hopefully Heavy Laser Auto finishes research pretty soon so we can start getting the crafting for them done. So I appreciate you all hanging out. I know the streams have been short, and I'm doing my best. I really am. You guys humble me by the fact that you support me and allow me to continue to do this. So I want to get back to giving you guys the streams you deserve, and I'm just trying to get life back in order for it. So, but I've been up for about 35 hours, so I'm on empty, and I still got to be up till probably at least 11, so 3-4 more hours tonight. So you guys are awesome. I'm going to go get a few things taken care of, try to eat something small, and I will be back Saturday. I don't think I'll be streaming anything tomorrow. I'll update in Discord if anything changes, but I will see you guys Saturday. I'm going to try to do a nice full... I'm going to try to be here at 11 a.m. Saturday, which would be an hour earlier. I'll update in Discord, but it's one of the reasons I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back towards a normal morning schedule so that I can start even earlier on Saturdays. Since I'm having to end a little bit earlier, I want to start a little bit earlier so I can try to give you guys a full 7+ on Saturday consistently. So that's going to be the goal. I will see you guys Saturday for more hard mode with XCOM. Thank you all for the good times, good vibes, and good conversations, and I'll see you all next time, right here in the Echo, where each and every one of us has a voice. Good night. God bless. Be good people. I'll see you next time, folks.